No,
Oh,
you just went.
now we are live, boys.
Oh.
Oh
Yep,
yeah,
that's the sound.
stretch out, get loose for the cast. You know. Oh, so how is everyone tonight?
Doing good.
Going potty.
Yeah,
Well,
Ian's.
that's a good way to start the podcast.
He
How is
said he
everyone
might be a
tonight?
little
I'm
late.
going potty.
I mean, that's good though.
I mean,
That's healthy.
hey, it's better out than in. I always say. I guess.
Yeah, Sai.
Mm. What's going on, Black Rex, Keyblades, and Arky? How's it going, guys? I'm not sure it's a contest, but Justin wins. Yeah, yeah.
This would be the beard nest.
Yeah, it would. You can't even see the whole thing because of the way that the window like crops him out. But yeah, his beard wins for sure.
Here's your water.
Ian, are
No.
you done potty?
No. Bad dog.
Uh oh.
You talking to your daughter?
I thought no, he's talking to the dog. I hope.
My cracker. Mine.
I think he's talking to the dog. I hope he's talking to the dog.
He'll be with us shortly.
Yeah, Ian will be with us shortly. So where do we want to start, Justin?
Let's start from the top.
Let's start from the top. Well, we're going to start with a topic that Ian actually brought up last week, and I thought it was a pretty good topic then, but I kind of had some second thoughts about it, and I thought a little bit more about it. And Ian we talked a little bit about mobile gaming versus console gaming. And I'm not sure that was the greatest comparison. We did talk about it, but I'm thinking more mobile gaming versus handheld gaming.
Yeah, that's a much more like equal playing field.
Yeah, it's more of a parallel. So, what do we what like in? I don't know what mobile games you play a lot, Justin. So I'm.
Yeah, I've got a handful that I play. I never really was into them until I got this newest phone. I got the what is it, Nexus 6 or something.
Mhm.
But I've been playing that Star Wars game that everyone plays, Galaxy of Heroes or whatever on there. That's a fun little time waster.
I guess I'm
Yeah,
like the one guy who
it's
doesn't
us.
play this game apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's really not a lot of gameplay to it. It's more just like a grind game, but it's kind of fun getting the different characters and stuff.
Mhm.
And there's like kind of multiplayer components as well, which like as you know, that's always what I'm drawn to is multiplayer shit. Um, but Ian and Cody and Luke, like that's all they do. We try to play D&D and they're sitting there on their phones like, guys, you need to make perception checks.
You need to make a perception check. Stop trying to kill that stormtrooper.
Yeah. There's a really cool one that I got though. I actually bought it's called Reigns,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a Devolver Digital title, and it's really simple. It's like a swipe left, swipe right game where you just make choices as like a king, and it just has like all these like absurd outcomes, and the art kind of drew me to it. It's kind of a really stylized, like simplistic kind of art style to it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty fun though. There's a dog who is the devil.
See,
So
I guess I'm a little different because I don't play a lot of mobile games. Like most of the mobile games I play is I just installed emulators and I'm playing Game Boy Classic games on my phone.
classic.
Like I'm mostly playing Pokemon Blue on my phone. So, hi Cody. By the way, guys, Norse Warrior in chat is the fourth member of our staff
The
who
fourth horseman.
he will be a host at some point when he gets back to Marca from Kuwait. So there's that. He had some thoughts on this, but we're not gonna talk about them because he's not here.
That's right. He
Cody,
should be in bed. Go to bed.
he can talk about it in chat. Yeah, he should be in bed. You should be in bed, dude. It's like fucking 6 in the morning. You work in like 8 hours. Whoa, that is an angry child.
Okay, TV's going by.
You know what I kind of think mobile games are gonna wind up. I think eventually we're gonna see less of like the Candy Crushes, and there's some really cool mobile games too. Don't get me wrong, but I think the more we go on, we're gonna start getting like handheld platformers, not like running games, but like with virtual buttons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's eventually going to happen. Although I've thought that for a long time because it's not like that's a new capability for phones.
Right, the virtual buttons thing is tricky because they suck.
Right, that's true. There's
It's
also
definitely something that handheld consoles have over that.
there's also, I mean, you can buy like a controller. Like there's one I see it at Target all the time. I always think about buying it, but I actually think the phone's too big for it. That you can it's got like a little holder for the screen, and you just plug it in via the mini USB, and it just it looks like an Xbox controller that holds your phone, and it lets you use that for the buttons for games and such. I feel like that would be really cool, but I also feel like it would be whoa,
Like it would mute you.
yeah, my audio just cut out for a second. Did that last night too. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe my audio drivers need updating again.
Maybe you just talk too much, Tim.
Yeah, maybe.
This talk show was a bad idea.
It was a terrible idea. Wouldn't that make it the perfect idea? No, because
No.
no, fair. Well, we wanted to get Ian's thoughts on this.
I know, Ian, what are you doing?
He's probably changing a diaper. Bella does not sound happy. No. Last thing we heard from Ian was that's my cracker.
It was my cracker.
Oh, you're back, Ian. We're talking about mobile gaming
Oh,
versus handheld gaming.
Training is the worst.
What's the worst?
Yes.
No, what is? I didn't hear you.
Potty training.
Potty training is the worst.
Potty training.
And I'll be going through that dream in a few months, so
Oh,
I'll be asking you for
happened
tips.
10 times. I gotta go potty. We went potty. Didn't go. Come back to the room. Gotta go potty. Went. Didn't go. 10 times, Tim.
And
10 times.
not one.
I
not
love
two.
handheld gaming. However, I have my phone with me more than I have handheld gaming.
That's fair.
If mobile gaming can get up to the graphic speed as handheld, I mean, why wouldn't it surpass it?
I feel like it can,
Yeah.
but like Justin said, the inputs for handheld kind of take the cake there.
You ain't
But-
got no buttons.
I almost wonder if you're gonna start seeing phones with like down the road,
Right.
you're gonna see phones that look like more like a a handheld device.
Well, I've played some games that have like touchscreen buttons.
See that? Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
They suck.
They're not as
You darn swallow beard.
Hmm.
You just call him a swallow beard?
Yes, Tim, I did. Okay, you little mandrake.
Okay, you called me a little mandrake, but what was the noise after that? Because it sounded like a bear.
That was a little mandrake.
I legit.
Before you attack, you little mandrake.
I sound like a bear before I attack.
Yeah.
Is that why no one watches me play video games? Because I'm just constantly going and attacking.
It's that hotline bling.
It's that hotline bling.
Yeah.
I think another thing about like the 3DS has things that you'll never see on a phone, like Pokemon. Although I mean now we got Pokemon Go, so that's gonna start blurring the lines maybe.
I play Pokemon Blue on my phone more than anything else. I was just playing it earlier.
Well, okay, but I mean modern
Hacks!
Pokemon games, you can't trade with people, you can't play online. with
see,
these,
I feel like
ROMs
that
or
wouldn't be
whatever.
that hard to design a game like a game for phones where you could do that.
Yeah, I don't think it would be hard, but I feel like Nintendo really needs to keep their titles on their systems, otherwise their systems won't sell.
But like, at what point does handheld gaming stop? You know,
Never.
are Nintendo is going to keep coming up with like the next Game Boy, or are they eventually just going to be like, we're done?
Right. I mean,
Probably
with
it'll
the
probably
Nintendo
be determined by
Switch-
sales as long as it's selling well. I mean,
Right.
Yeah, I've wondered that about the Nintendo Switch now. Like, if you're going to be able to just go around with it, is that going to end up negatively impacting like the 3DS sales?
Well, it's like because I got the PSP when that came out. I didn't like it. I'd rather sit at home and play the PS2.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just like a gamer. Don't get me wrong. I will
it's so
break out
foamy.
every now and then. Like last Christmas, I got Crystal the 3DS, and then I bought myself Pokemon, and I played that. Better believe that.
They believe that.
Now I haven't picked up Sun or Moon yet because I'm torn. I don't know which one to pick.
The last time I bought a mobile or a handheld game was I didn't even own the
Are you
the
praising
handheld
Sun?
I was playing. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always praising the Sun. He's a Sun bro.
420 praise it.
So like I was playing my sister's DS. I bought a game and I was using her DS. I haven't had my own since a Game Boy Advance.
Hi, Judy.
So what was that
I've
like?
gotten a lot of play out of my 3DS. Like, I just like a lot of titles that are on there, and like, I get a ride to work to and from work every
Mhm.
day, so it's like I got a lot of downtime.
That's fair.
Yeah, I used to play the DS on my overnights when I worked them,
Yeah.
and when my wife was in labor with our daughter here.
You were just in
like,
the hospital playing the playing it on your DS.
Well, I mean, not when she was giving birth.
Just straight up. Push, baby.
Push,
Hang
push.
on.
I am pushing. Oh, you mean her pushing. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I was
playing
pushing the buttons. I'm sorry.
trailers, Like, oh, not that.
Oh, not that. Oh God.
Aw, Cody wanted to make an appearance.
What?
Cody said that we sound really quiet, me and Ian.
You?
Isn't
Is
he
it
the
true?
North Warrior?
Yeah, he's Norse Warrior. Where did he
I
say?
love you, Cody.
Oh, yeah, he wanted to make appearances and come say hi in chat though. That's what he was saying.
I know. I forgot to put chat on, and now I just went. I went to
Oh.
chat. And I was,
Okay,
You missed
well,
sorry if I'm late to the party. I was
Missed it.
potty training myself.
well, if
I
you
mean, my daughter.
it was potty training myself. If you two were
Wow.
quiet, it
Crap.
should be better now. I slid the slider up a bit. So
Good.
hopefully,
Can you hear us now, Cody? I don't care. Go to bed.
yeah,
He's already
Cody.
in, guarantee it.
Yeah, he's just laying in bed watching on his.
Yeah, he
Turn your volume up, Cody.
sleep.
What? My stuff keeps like cutting out. I don't.
Your little box keeps popping up, Tim. I keep seeing your box. You
What
whore.
Box.
Put that box away.
What box? What are you
The
talking about?
box, Tim. The box. I keep seeing it. Put it away.
What box?
Yeah.
What's in the box? I don't know. The
Doesn't
little
know how to
Skype
use
box. I keep
computers.
What are
seeing
you even
your
talking
sword.
about right now? What
Your sword in
sword?
the box, Tim.
What are you talking about?
Keep saying it.
Oh, are you talking about the Skype box that changes
Yeah.
the? That's because
I keep,
it should
No,
be cycling
listen.
between me and Justin.
I keep minimizing it, and it keeps coming up so it can see your sword box. I don't want to see your sword box.
It's not my fault.
Who's your fault?
It is.
I don't
Cody
know
said
why.
we're good.
Yeah, I don't know why Cody's typing in the Facebook chat and not in the
It's on
Twitch chat.
TV.
He's
Because he doesn't want to
like,
ruin your
"Ma-
Twitch
You
chat.
on a
sound
TV.
quiet.
Observations.
You sound quiet.
yeah, Cody. What's up, Shane?
Hey,
What up, Farmer Green 13? What up, dude?
Farmer, you know
Shane,
what?
now.
Yeah. So,
Shane.
I
Burnt out on Overwatch.
Hey, remember that one time when Shane was gonna fill in for Justin?
and I played 15 minutes of intro music instead.
Yeah,
Good
because Shane
times.
decided to be a little bitch.
Pepperidge Farmers remembers.
She too.
Pepperidge Farms. Long
It's
memory.
Shane to you.
No,
Well, okay then.
Cody can't reach the keyboard.
fucking Siege, bro. That's right.
Is he still
1v1
typing in
game.
Facebook? I'm not looking at Facebook.
No shirts,
I-
scimitars, arena.
Jim,
Alright.
get your sword box. Oh, hi, Justin.
The sword box is gonna pop up again
I know.
because, we
God
got,
damn it.
we have to move on, Ian.
All right,
Oh, yeah,
let's move on.
We've been talking.
Next topic.
Yeah, next topic.
What are we
So
talking about?
Mass Effect Andromeda is what we're talking about.
Yes.
Yes.
I
So
played all
Looks
the
good.
games. Love
you
'em.
you're lying out of your face
Oh.
hole.
Hey, in all honesty though, like, cause Cody used to be a roommate of mine once upon a time. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah.
And he kept telling me how amazing they were. And I've literally had all three of them on my Amazon wish list. So if you guys want to buy them, feel free. And but I just
The
haven't
second
got a
game is
chance
free
to sit
right
down
now.
play them.
Well, you need to play them right now. Well, I guess you have consoles and not a PC anyway. But right now, for those who haven't played it and want to play a Mass Effect game before Andromeda releases, Origin has Mass Effect 2 for free right now. I learned that from my good friend Ben. So
Aw, that's a title
Aw.
of a movie me I'm right.
I know, but you still are writing it 8 years later. 9 years,
I will
10
tell you
years
I'm
later.
right.
Oh, Jesus. I sat on the
My
mute
good friend
button. My good friend Ben. I sat on a mute button. I'm sorry.
Ben.
I muted you guys for a second.
How
Well,
do you sit on the mute button?
because it's on this.
Dude,
What are you, on
is
top of your
everything just
computer?
taped to your chair?
It's right here.
I don't know
So
what
it-
you're pointing at.
You can
Your
see my
forehead? It's
screen.
on your forehead?
You can see my. I'm not pointing.
Oh.
It's on
you
there!
scratched your forehead when you said it's right here, so I thought it was on your forehead. Hey, guys, I want to hear your opinions on the new Mass Effect. The trailer looks freaking awesome, by the way.
Well, yeah, and it looks like we're gonna actually get to drive a Mako around for the first time in a long time, so that'll be fun.
New crazy shitty vehicle to drive around.
Hey,
Good times.
it's an old crazy shitty vehicle from the first game. Okay.
I remember the first time I drove the Mako, like I was just cruising around and I was trying to like climb up like the biggest mountain I could. And so I was like going up, and then I was like, oh yeah, I have a booster. So I press it, and of course the booster is from the bottom of the vehicle, so I just like fell off the fucking mountain.
I've done that too.
So dumb.
Dude, the Mako is so fun. Like, Ian, are you dying over there?
Dead.
He's gonna die before he ever plays a Mass Effect game, apparently. But I
Yeah.
think it's interesting that the new one's not gonna. Like, I understand. Obviously, it's not gonna be about Shepard because
Yep.
you know, based on which ending is canon, which we don't know. Although I don't even think it matters which
It
ending is
doesn't.
canon because it's in a brand new galaxy.
Yeah, like the what are they called? What's your group called in the new one?
What group? Oh, I don't even know what the group is called in the new one. I just know that you're the Pathfinder now.
Oh right, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I was thinking of.
Yeah, you're the
Yeah, you-
Pathfinder, not the Shepherd.
Yeah, your whole ship is just shot off into deep space, middle of nowhere, to find new like places to colonize.
Yeah.
And they're like new alien species you come across and shit, and you have no idea what's happening back in like your known space.
You know, I'm wondering, are you gonna be forced to play as a human again? Because the first 3
Yeah.
games, and that's like the really?
Yep,
Like,
yep.
the-
I'm pretty sure. I was reading about it in Game Informer. Pretty
was
sure
hoping
you're
there would
the
be just
son
a
or
little-
daughter of a human pathfinder.
Oh, okay. I was hoping there would just be a. No,
You just muted yourself, bro.
I didn't though. I don't know why. It's my audio drivers keep cutting out. Like this doesn't control that mic. There's something else because when it happened, my headset like I couldn't hear anything either. Something's fucky with
That's okay.
my system right now apparently, which it's okay, but it's concerning.
Everyone just wants to hear me anyway.
That's right.
Yeah, I would
True.
love to have a Mass Effect single player campaign story where you could actually choose the race of your character, because I feel like that would have so much replayability going through as the different races.
Yeah,
Like a Destiny?
Like a what?
like
a
Destiny.
Nah, not really. I feel like in Destiny, it doesn't really matter what you pick.
No. I just meant like the different races and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like that, but like way more.
Yeah, the only time we've really gotten that at all so far is in Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, which was a lot of fun, but
Dude, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer was amazing.
I still play it sometimes. It's so fun.
Dude, I would pick that up if it was like sold on its own right now, this instant,
Oh, I can see that.
because I loved it.
Yeah, I wonder if I think Andromeda's gonna have some of that co-op
Yeah,
multiplayer.
it sounds like in that Game Informer article, it talked about how they saw how successful Mass Effect 3's multiplayer was, and they want to recreate that in a sense for this one. And they also want it to kind of feel like they don't want it to feel so separate from the single player campaign. Like they want them to basically play the same, so you can just jump into one or the other without being like disoriented, I guess.
So I'm
Cody said like Skyrim, but I don't know what he's referring to.
he's talking about the character customization. So like in Skyrim, you can be
Yeah.
whatever you want. It
Multiple
affects
pieces.
the gameplay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I guess that's kind of what I want in terms of a character customization for Mass Effect. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, different racial traits, different reactions from NPCs and stuff.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty awesome.
Because that's one of the biggest things in Mass Effect is like the different species of aliens all have such different societies and like react to each other very differently.
Right, and I think that would be really cool, especially on a game that's so choice driven. Like throughout the Mass Effect series, it's been so choice driven that I feel like that much more option and replayability. You could play through as every race, and it would affect your game. It's a lot of work, obviously, for BioWare to do that, but it also would be pretty badass, I think.
Yeah, yeah, I think it would be amazing because they really created a great IP that they can just expand upon a shit ton. Luckily, they figured out how to do that after 3. That would have been a really sad dead end for the series.
Oh yeah, it would have. Speaking of dead end IPs and BioWare, this is not. I actually didn't write this at all in the thing, so this is going to be a little more. Thing. Did you ever play Knights of the Old Republic?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
So Knights of the Old Republic was obviously. I mean, BioWare it's kind of where they started.
Yeah.
Right? Like they did that before Mass Effect, and it kind of was a launching point for them. And
Yeah.
it just so happens that EA currently, you have to go through EA to make any Star Wars game right now because Disney signed the rights for games to EA. Do we think?
Damn.
Do we
Keegan's on.
think? Yeah, hey, what's up, Keegan? Do we
Keegan!
think it's
Rest
possible
in peace.
that we might get a new KOTR game?
Possible? I mean,
Naughty Dog's doing a Star Wars game that looks amazing, by the way. But
yeah, excited for that. BioWare doing another Star Wars title. I mean, they've got the Old Republic kicking around, and people said that they really like what's been done with like the newest update for that. But I really have no interest in that game, so I'd love a proper return to the Knights of the Old Republic series from them.
yeah, like
Whether it's in the cards, I don't know.
I mean, the MMO was cool and all. I mean, it was fun. I didn't play very much of it. I played a little bit of it, but like when it first went free to play, I played some of it. Yeah, I don't even know. Keegan says, Respawn Entertainment, the guys who made Titanfall, they're doing a new Star Wars game as well.
Now that is super promising because
Yeah.
Titanfall is dope.
I
I
wonder.
love that game.
I wonder if that's gonna be if they're taking. I don't think they would, but because Titanfall, as cool as it is just it's another. Other than it has mechs, it's a standard FPS. Other than it has mechs, it's a standard FPS for today, right? So I almost wonder if they're doing another because I believe Respawn. That's the group that broke away. That was the original Call of Duty guys, right? And then
Something like that. Yeah.
because like they broke off of Treyarch or whatever to do Titanfall. I wonder if they're doing the new Battlefront. If it's going to be taken away from.
Dude, I would love that.
Yeah,
I feel like that would be excellent.
I feel like they would do with the free running system that is badass as hell in Titanfall. Or,
In Battlefront.
yeah, right. Like that would be so freaking cool.
Yeah.
Keegan
yeah,
says I am
feel
right.
like
That's
they
the
would
original
be-
Call of Duty guys.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I think that would be a freaking amazing one.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people were disappointed with the way DICE ended up doing Battlefront. I know I was like, it was very pretty, but the gameplay was just not there. I was really expecting like a return to the old Battlefront games, and it was just like not that in any way.
I mean, it was fun, but it was Battlefield Star Wars.
Yeah,
Like that's all it felt like. It was a fun game, but it was just Battlefield Star Wars. I mean, they didn't even try and hide it. They just it was the same. Looking at the menu, it's Battlefront menu. It's Battlefront text. Like everything's Battlefront,
Yeah.
just Star Wars, and it was very cool, but it was different.
it lacked a lot of staying power
Hey,
for me. Like I
quick
played
side
at Ian's
note.
quite a bit. Side note.
Side note,
So Crystal, works at a bar,
right?
and it was this girl's 21st birthday. She was there with her parents, and her parents were like, "It's your 21st birthday. It's time to take 21 shots."
Oh dear
my
God!
God.
Somebody
Like, as
better call
parents,
that
why
woman.
would you do that? She
No.
was on her ninth.
Not
She
okay.
was on her ninth shot before she was done.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Bad parenting.
Keegan, I think that's a really good way to sum it up. Like Keyblade said, the game wasn't bad, but the game just doesn't really have. It's not the same as the old Battlefront games. It doesn't have that same soul. It doesn't feel quite right for
Yeah,
the IP.
it's hard to put words on what it is, but I
Yeah.
mean, there are a lot of aspects of it that were really good. Like you mentioned, all the heroes, they all kind of add their own flair. They had that Galactic Conquest or whatever. I
Yeah.
loved like playing Galactic Conquest with a friend and like taking over planets one by one, choosing your upgrade path.
It was
Like
so
that was
fun.
super fun.
Or even just like, I mean, I was kind of hoping that it would have an expansive campaign, kind of like the Battlefield games did,
Yes.
and it didn't. So I
Yeah,
thought if Dice
no
was going to do
campaign.
it, give me an awesome campaign, and that never really
Mhm.
came to fruition.
Yeah, it was a pity.
Yeah, like the games were so different from what I think in my head, the second I heard there was a new Battlefront, I was like, hype! And
Right. They should have called it something else.
yeah, it was fun, but it just I'm hoping that I'm almost hoping they give it to somebody else. And Respawn, I think, would make a pretty badass
Mhm.
Battlefront game. I would think. Not that
One other
that's
thing-
exactly what they're doing, but
One other thing I really didn't like about the new Battlefront was the standard linear progression for like your loadouts, pretty much. I mean, you could kind of pick and choose, but there was still like you had to go and get what you wanted.
yeah, you had to grind.
Whereas in the old Battlefronts, you just had your gun and then like eventually you would like prestige out, and that was really cool because then you permanently could have that.
Yeah, and in the old Battlefronts, it was the core mechanics of the gameplay, the running and shooting and stuff was simpler than the new Battlefront game. But then they had the heroes and they had, you know, it just felt more. It had other things that made it more expansive at the same time. So it was like simultaneously simpler and bigger. I don't know. It's a
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
combination.
Yeah, different vibes.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought of all that now, but I was like, hey, we should talk about that.
What are we talking
Republic
about?
Commando remake, Cody? That would
Oh.
be interesting. That was a pretty sweet game. The whole Republic Commando kind of series. I don't know if you read the books by Karen Travis, but she made the best Star Wars books in my opinion.
The
All
game
about the
was pretty
Mandalorians
tight.
and everything. Yeah.
I just replayed the game last year. It was pretty fun.
Yeah. I picked it up on Steam because I don't have my Xbox anymore. And it's fucking great.
Yeah, it's a good game. Justin, you're the perfect person to ask about this. So and Ian, I think will appreciate it too.
Okay.
So Overwatch, there's a certain celebrity who is trying to get
Yes.
himself into the game,
Yes.
and that would be one Terry Crews.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What do we
He's
think?
so great. He's so great. Ever since that Battlefield 1 event where he was just like, yo, give me a mouse and a keyboard. I'm for real about this. And
He's on Twitch now. I don't remember
Yeah.
what his I think it's the Terry Crews if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's very
Like,
active on social media. He's
Honestly, they
great.
should just make him a character for Overwatch.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people
Just
say
him.
that. Yeah.
But like
He is
I'm
such a
not
cool
sure
guy.
exactly what like I know he wants to be in the game. Do we think
Yeah.
he they're like Ian said it would be funny as hell if they made him just like a character and threw him into the game and gave him his own powers and his own, everything, his own abilities,
I mean,
his
why
own
not?
weapon. But I think they're probably gonna just have him voice somebody if he's that
Just go
wanting to be
easy
in it.
route.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, there's this character Doomfist that's theorized to be
I
like
was gonna
someone
say-
that would be voiced by him.
Especially
And that
because
was,
he
like,
just punches
most recent
everything.
share. Yeah, exactly. Like on one of the maps, your goal is to like
Oh.
escort this payload,
As
and
the
inside is this
Doomfist, yeah.
huge arm. Yeah, the Doomfist. So that would be really fun to like see that change. I was thinking about like for each new character, they usually have like some kind of event. So I was imagining they'd like have that map, and then like once you got that to a point, like one of your players would play as him or something.
That'd be so fun.
Like I've already got all these ideas for like how the character would work.
It'd be like almost like a King of the Hill thing.
I feel
Like,
like I feel like Terry Crews would be like his Old Spice commercials.
Yeah, that's actually what I thought too.
Yeah, like
Dude.
Cody said, flexing his chest and applying Old Spice should be his powers.
Perfect. Yeah, Keegan mentioned that his PC build video. That
was
was
so
really cool.
good.
He built a gaming PC to kind of connect with his son more, and he reached out to like social media to get advice on like what good parts were. He was just like he's getting really involved in the gaming scene, and I think that's really cool.
Oh,
And
I
then
think
our
it's
buddy
fantastic.
Luke, like, wrote down all the brands of stuff that he bought so he could price out Terry Cruz's system.
Oh god,
Yeah.
it's probably how what did he has he come
It
up
was
with a
high-end.
number?
It was high end stuff.
I
Um,
can't remember the number he said, but it was pretty ridiculous.
It's probably over $3,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was at least a couple grand.
Dude, if I could spend $3,000 on a computer, oh my god, I would be so happy.
if you like the stream, donate today.
Yes.
That's not.
Redbeard needs a computer. Let's do
Yeah,
that.
Ian needs a
Ultimately,
computer.
yeah.
Yeah, that's for
Yeah.
I
sure.
can finally get on that PC game life.
That'd be
Yeah, you
nice.
do need that. Cody's on that life, but he doesn't have a goddamn desk.
Does he have a Steam account?
Yeah, we got him hooked up with a Steam account.
I'm gonna assume it's Cody BF.
No, dude, Metal Pop Tart.
Oh, it's Metal Popter. Well, his old thing was always Cody BF. So
I know.
Well, no. Well, I will give you that, but it was always between the two. It was either Cody BF or Metal Pop.
Tart
Yeah,
was
that's
his Xbox Live name.
I feel like his
Or no, it
Xbox.
was Cody.
Yeah,
wasn't
Cody
it?
BF was
Which
Xbox
is-
Live.
Jess.
Wow. Twitch tips.
Yeah, right.
Oh God, I thought you said Twitch nips.
Yeah, Twitch nips. Just
Twitch nips.
what is Twitch nips, Ian? I would like
Twitch
you to
nips.
explain this to us. Is that when your
Well,
nipples
it's-
just start
it's
twitching?
when it's when your nipples are in the shape of the T of Twitch.
Of the Twitch logo.
Yeah, the Twitch nips.
That's
You ever
that.
get those?
No,
You're like no, listen, you're gaming so hard that your nipples just turn into a T.
you can't say I've
You get
gotten
those
there.
Twitch nips.
I've never had that.
No, haven't had that happen.
I guess I need to stream more.
Yeah, right.
Or not.
You ain't live until you had them Twitch nips, son.
You know what surprised me, guys, that I didn't know until today.
What's up?
And the new Kingdom
nips?
the Kingdom Hearts game is coming this month. This month.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
wasn't that 2.8 or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Another
I'm still
weird
waiting
kind
for
of
3.
right. It's
Yeah, how
not
long
3.
is
It's
that?
2.8. Like I know
No.
that it's the first 2 games are releasing with it in like full
Again.
like fully remastered or whatever. But then there's a new game too, and it's 2.8.
Yeah.
I'm confused
Yeah.
by all this. What do
I'm
you
gonna be
guys
honest.
think?
I've never played the Kingdom Heart games, but I've always been fascinated by them. I
I
know my
s-
wife loves them.
I swear to God, we played it at your house.
Nope, not
Yeah,
me.
I feel
Yeah,
like Keep
and-
Life definitely is a fan.
Yeah, I can see that for damn sure.
I never played them myself. I tried the like HD remake of the first one.
Review can't-
and
copies
I just
already
couldn't
out.
really get into it. It seemed alright, but just didn't really dig it.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of friends who were like super into it when it first came out on PS2 or whatever.
Oh, I lied. I
and
did play it
just
once.
played the
Yeah,
hell
we
out of
played
that
it.
game.
Kiefer brought it
No,
over.
no, no.
We
I
played
didn't
it.
play it with you.
Yeah, we played it at your birthday.
No.
I'm
I never
telling
owned
you.
Kingdom Hearts.
No, you
I've
didn't
never
own
owned
it. You
Kingdom-
did not own it. We had it was one of your birthday parties. It was the same one. I remember this birthday because all we did is play video games. I feel like Justin was there too. Kiefer brought it. Like
I was
we
definitely
played.
out there.
Kingdom Hearts,
Yeah, we played Capcom versus Marvel. We played.
obviously.
We
No Final
played.
Fantasy characters. That's
We
dumb.
we played Kingdom Hearts because Kiefer brought it over, and then we didn't play it for very long because somebody thought I don't remember who. Somebody thought it was dumb, and you're like, well, let's just do something else. And then we played fucking Devil May Cry.
DMC.
Yeah, I remember this birthday. I think it was in like 8th grade or something.
You remember lies, Tim.
I remember Lies and Deception, but I'm pretty sure I remember this though too.
Prove it.
See, there goes my audio drivers again. What the fuck?
Yeah,
was
so
so
Kingdom
weird.
Hearts, I know it was like they had a bunch of weird games on handhelds as well, which were like plot heavy and like you had to play them to understand the other ones. So you had to like jump between a lot of systems between all the games.
That sounds a lot like Final Fantasy.
Well, Final Fantasy, like each one's its own thing,
Right.
but pretty sure Kingdom Hearts is like one continuous plot.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
My audio just go out again? Okay. No, it just got quiet.
Fine.
We're good this time. Speaking of other games that are coming out this month, I think Ian will be excited about this one. I didn't know that it was coming. Oh, I knew it was coming this month, but I didn't know much about it till I actually looked into it a little bit today. New Resident Evil game.
As long as
Yeah.
it goes back to its roots, man, and which by the trailer looks fantastic.
It looks
So I'm
it looks
hoping it's gonna be
terrifying, and I
awesome
love
and
it.
Scary.
That trailer is great. Have you guys
nothing-
tried the demo?
I have
Nothing
not.
made my heart beat more than in like the first games where you went to open the door and the screen went pitch black and it focused on the door and it did the creak sound. You're like, oh my god, what is behind this door? What's gonna come out at me?
Yeah,
It's
right.
like playing God, what was that old board game we played?
Hero Quest?
Hero Quest.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
okay.
open the door. Do you look in it? Nah.
Yes.
Hi, Jonah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say Joda's comment out loud. I just saw it all caps and bold there. I needed scream.
I literally.
If you guys
didn't
want
even
Ian to
notice.
say anything, just type in all caps.
That's right. If you want,
Diplomacy!
if
Oh
you
my God.
type anything in
Guys.
all caps, Ian will say it.
We have
That's
to cancel the
That's how
stream
he got
before we
fired.
see it.
It's how he got fired from his job as an
Where?
anchor in San Diego.
Oh,
Oh,
true.
wow.
Ah, true.
That's intense.
That is. It's pretty intense. True story too.
Uh-huh.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Worth
Then
it.
all caps though. So you go fuck yourself, San Diego! Bulbasaur!
Oh.
Charmin. Yeah, new Resident Evil. It looks pretty sweet. The trailer definitely reminds me of like how PT was shaping up.
Yeah,
hmm
I can see that.
Yeah. It looks like it's gonna be first person, which
Why
is
do you
my
allow
favorite
these
perspective.
peasants to use caps when I had to petition for my rights?
Jesus.
Bullshit.
That bot's not here tonight. So Caps, as long as it's not too bad, Nightbot won't slap you. Nightbot will slap a bitch if you type a long thing in all caps. But Voluminati Bot keeps the pimp hand strong.
I'm
Right.
better than you are, a long thing.
God damn it.
These nuts.
Well,
These nuts 2016.
speaking of things going back to their roots and reboots,
These nuts?
these nuts. No, Quake.
yeah.
Quake
Looks
Champions.
good.
I am the butter in the fridge.
You know what I'm worried about the fact that they're going to do? Because I haven't seen any super new footage on it. I haven't seen anything since,
Yeah.
I think, August. But I'm worried that they're going to try and go hero
Oh.
shooter on it.
I know because they've got like they talked about. Can we just maybe mute Ian a little bit?
Huh?
Can we mute Ian for a while?
Can we? I don't...
Hey, you started this. Who said that I will say everything in all caps?
That was Justin.
It was the worst prediction ever.
That
Yeah.
was Justin.
Can
Oh,
we-
God.
We can stop me.
Justin's camera
Alright.
froze.
That's fine.
No,
All right,
it's
I'm
not
doing
fine.
the all caps thing anymore.
I mean,
I'm
you're
sorry, guys.
smiling again, so it's fine, but, like, it's also not fine.
Yeah.
There we go.
Not to be worse than trolls.
There we
True.
go. Now it's unfrozen. I fixed it.
Yeah, I definitely. The best thing about arena shooters is everyone's on even ground, and there's not a difference from character to character.
Well, I'm worried that they're gonna go a different way with that because if you've watched the trailers, there's special abilities in it. And so is
Yeah.
it gonna be like each character has their own special ability all of a sudden? Or
I have that same concern because that seems like what it's gonna be.
I
Like,
fucking
they had a
hope
few different
not.
Characters they showcased. And if they do go that route, I hope there's like a vanilla version of multiplayer that we can play.
without
'Cause-
powers.
Yeah, because like
That
I
would
mean,
be
it could
nice.
be okay. Because like that can work.
Like I
But-
like hero shooters and they work fine, but I don't want Quake to be a hero shooter.
Did they say Quake requires a monitor, or is Keegan thinking of a different game?
144 hertz monitor. I don't know.
alright.
I didn't hear about it.
I haven't heard about that. It might.
Jedi Ginger and Living Jesus. What can I say? Come as a combo deal.
Oh, Jodo, you haven't met the cast. So yeah, Living Jesus is Justin. And Jedi Ginger is Ian. They're two of my lifelong best friends and my co-hosts for the podcast. We have another co-host who will join us in about a month, when he gets home from Kuwait. So that's the other members of the Our Life in Pixels podcast.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! It got so quiet there.
Hi, Joda Man.
Anyway, so yeah, well, like, did you play? Did anybody play Enemy Territories?
I don't think I did.
I made the mistake of buying it, and it was like they went so far away from Quake. Like I played every Quake game. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I played the 2 point whatever fucking shit it was. Um, Enemy Territories was a piece of shit game because it was Battlefield but Quake. Like you could play as either side in the war,
Uh-huh.
and there were different classes with different abilities. There was the medic, there was the engineer, there was the assault, and it was just fucking. It was Battlefield Quake, and it was
Yeah.
awful. It was terrible.
Class-based.
It was class based, and
Weird.
I don't mind a class based game, but Quake. Eh. Quick one, you fought the boss in a lava pit and had to trap him with lasers, correct? Was that 1 or was that 2?
Beats me, man. I just remember the multiplayer.
I remember playing the multiplayer with you in
Yeah,
my
I know,
house.
dude, my house. Separate rooms.
In
yelling.
separate rooms. That was fun.
Yep.
But yeah, so I think, I mean, like, do we think that arena shooters are still actually viable? Because I've heard a lot of people did not like the Doom multiplayer.
Really?
Yeah, like I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun, but like a lot of people were like, it's not what I expected. I'm like, it's an arena shooter. Fuck did you expect? Well,
Yeah.
like there hasn't been a new Unreal Tournament game in forever, even though Unreal keeps coming out with the new
Unreal
engine.
needs to come back.
I-
I want to play it so hard.
Yeah, I still play Unreal Black. Um,
Racist.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a place for arena shooters, and I've talked to a lot of people who play, a lot of FPS games, and a lot of them feel like there's something like that missing. Like I feel like old school Halo kind of had the arena shooter feel. You had the weapon pickups.
I can see that.
You didn't have loadouts. It wasn't class based. And that's something I liked about SWAT, playing SWAT in Halo. It was just that you versus the enemy, know the map, know the respawns.
SWAT's
It's a different
amazing.
kind of skill set in an arena shooter than
Yeah.
a standard FPS.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. But because like you have to get good at, I mean, you have to, because most of these games, most arena shooters are kite games in the fucking single player, right? It's a
Yeah.
kite shooter in the single player, and then you go in the into the arena. You play multiplayer, and all of a sudden everyone's kiting all over the fucking place, and it's crazy. Which makes them unique. But like in today's world, where Call of Duty and Battlefield are two of the top selling franchises of all time, do we think that these games can still compete, or are you think generally speaking, people don't want that? Like I almost feel like we're slowly moving back towards that, but
Right, with like Doom and
Yeah.
that coming in like a fucking wrecking ball, and it's kind of like a reawakening of like, oh yeah, before all this bullshit, it was fun to just kill things and run around.
yeah,
Yeah, it's hard to say because I mean, maybe it is the complexity that keeps multiplayer shooters fun for people, but doing away with the grind of like having to level up to unlock what you want to use to play, I think
Mhm.
that's the way to go.
you think so?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, like arena shooters, love them, so much fun, especially online, obviously. But as long as you have that, you can keep unlocking things. The thrill is still there.
And
Is it though?
the other
You know-
question I have for Quake though is really the big one for me, because Quake, other than in enemy territories, always had Quake always had a badass campaign that was a ton of fun to play, right?
Mm.
And Doom did an extremely good single player campaign, but the new Quake game, just from what I've seen, I've only seen multiplayer in the trailers.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like it's
So-
going to be multiplayer only so far.
it kind of reminds me of Unreal Tournament 2004.
Yeah, it's got that
Oh.
vibe.
Or not
Jedi
2004. What's the one I'm
Lights.
thinking of? Unreal Tournament Black, not 2004. I'm thinking of Black.
Sure.
Like that's the one that it makes me think of. So like, is there a risk of losing out on that amazing badass campaign, or because it's Bethesda and because they just did Doom, do you think they're gonna throw that in there?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like It's hard to say because you've got a lot of strong, just single like multiplayer only games coming out, and it might be kind of risky to do the whole campaign multiplayer combo pack. It might
I
be
enjoy it.
easier to go multiplayer only, like
It would be
in regards
easier,
to
but
finances.
you got a lot of people like me who also love the campaign.
Hmm.
I'd be extremely disappointed if they don't have a Doom campaign.
Yeah, I mean Bethesda, right? They always do these great single player stories, um, and I think that that's really what the majority of people want when they get a new game is like something that they can experience on an individual level. So like
Yeah.
Cody was talking about how Overwatch could never be game of the year for him because it's a multiplayer only game. And I think that's a pretty common kind of opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't completely agree with that opinion, but I think that's probably a pretty common opinion. I think an online-only game done well, like if it's really expansive, I would agree. I don't think Overwatch.
Do you know this noise?
I'm not disagreeing with his take on Overwatch, but still, I don't know. It's hard in these streets for a Jedi. That's right.
I like that.
Stay up here.
Oh, by the way, for those who don't know, in chat, Justin is Mr. Farinox, Ian is Red Wonder Bread. So if you got something to tell them, you tell them in chat, because
Yeah,
they'll read
Don't
it.
talk to us.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
ready.
don't make me talk to them. I don't like them. Who are these people?
Jeez.
You own Fallout 4 but haven't played it, Ian? God damn it. You told me that last week. Yeah.
Hey, quick
I don't
question,
follow
guys.
forward.
Quick question. If you put lube on your lips, does it work like chapstick?
I don't believe so, no. Lube?
I think it
Yeah,
would.
lube.
Lube, as in like
Like the
lube,
stuff that helps
lube?
time and
Yeah,
Fine.
okay, no, I
What's
don't
the-
believe so, no.
water-based lube.
I don't think it works like chapstick, no.
Okay.
Chapstick
probably not.
moisturizes.
I mean, if you were to put lube on your lips, I would assume that.
Let's go. Let's do this.
This is a good blog opportunity for you, Ian.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, Ian, you should try it. You should try it and write a blog about your experience for work.
You should do that instead of playing Fallout 4.
I will say when I said I plan on it, that is chapstick. When I said I plan on it, I meant playing Fallout 4, not actually putting lube water-based on my lips.
Well, I hope you plan on doing that too now.
Where did you get this? How old?
Once he gets the
I don't know.
webcam.
Throw it here. What is it?
It's vanilla cocoa balm.
I don't.
Badger vanilla bean cocoa balm.
Badger.
I don't know if that's mine.
Well,
But
Not
it's gotta be
mine.
mine. It's.
Not mine either.
I don't buy chapstick.
Alright, when you go to put gas in there.
Yeah, I'll pick up.
If you get an oil, how do you know, Joda?
Oh, Joda's a man of many talents.
If you get an oil based, it just stays there as a paste on your lips. That's
If
Or
you get
wherever.
oil-based lube, it'll soak in.
Cosmetic science.
oh, okay. Yeah, Joda, I was wondering. I asked you that, but the delay will mean that you're just
No.
hearing my question right about now, even though you'll hear this question in about 20 seconds. So.
I mean, yes.
By the way,
you did
Sniper,
work
hi.
cosmetic
I
science.
did see you come in,
Hi.
but I kind of missed saying hi because I'm a dum dum.
You're not a sniper.
I'm not a sniper. No.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Alright, side note. Tim, when are you coming up? Because I want Logan's clothes to fit him when he finally gets them.
Yeah, I would love
Okay,
that
it's
too.
Christmas time.
I have no idea when I'm coming up.
Your nails are already painted.
Tears and spit evolutionary lube.
Red White.
Oh, Arky, this is why I love you.
Hello, red wife. Joda says hi.
Hello.
I use the blood of my enemies, Ian. No, you
Yeah.
use lube for your lips.
No.
Oh.
Oh, I thought she was yelling at me for saying that.
Yeah, she was. Hello.
Oh, perfect. So we got anything else, guys?
Oh no.
Closing
we went through all the
thoughts.
topics.
We did.
Apparently, I didn't read the last topic that you sent because I'm like, why did he randomly bring up Quake?
Oh, yeah,
I'm
no,
not
it's
like,
in there.
Oh yeah, that's number 6 here on our talking.
Yeah,
list.
that's number 6. I was hoping that each of them would last about 10 minutes, but I think the only one that lasted a long time was mobile gaming, and that lasted like 15 minutes.
And half of that was Ian potty training himself.
Half of that was Ian potty training himself.
Oh yeah, well I said my piece about mobile gaming and handheld.
All right. Well, what do we got for ideas for next week, guys?
Next week,
Um,
I don't
love.
know.
Float something.
Whatever you want.
Better lube for lips.
Better lube for lips. All right. We'll look for better lube for lips that's not lube.
Yes.
Better lube for lips of future virgins.
That'll be
Future
Oh,
virgins!
Jesus.
Oh yeah, the Switch event on the 13th,
Oh.
right?
God, I love Keegan
Yeah.
and his smartness.
Yes. Or maybe
ARRPGs.
sooner.
I'd into the new
Action
ARRPGs.
Are we?
I don't know.
Thursday night. Nice. Yeah, we should definitely talk about the Switch because that's
Oh,
gonna be
especially
huge.
because that's the
Will
same
Super
night.
Sonic?
Oh no, because we gotta plan. Guys, I want to let everybody in chat know that the Our Life in Pixels podcast is gonna be moved to a different night and possibly a different time. We gotta kind of plan it out and sort it out. We gotta accommodate some things. So we're gonna be. Which new action RPGs are you talking about though, Joda? Because like there's so many
Final
of them.
Fantasy 15.
I haven't played a Final Fantasy game since like I don't know, they were still in single digits.
Ooh,
Been a long time.
too long.
And I never finished that game because it wasn't my game. I played it at somebody's house.
Sorry, my daughter keeps screaming for nipples.
Action RPG like Horizon Zero Dawn. Will that be considered a new
That-
action RPG?
you
'Cause
know
that
what?
looks Sweet.
We should talk about Horizon Zero Dawn next week because that looks amazing.
Robo
We
Dinosaurs.
also, and I know Cody will Grim Dawn just released? I thought that's been out for a while. I thought that was out on Steam for a long time. Anyway, Cody will be jealous about not being in on this conversation because I want to talk about Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands or whatever it's called.
That looks sweet. That looks super fun.
Is it Wildlands? Is that what it's called?
I think so. Oh, Keegan, you savage.
Uh,
Oh,
Ghost Recon.
the game was so funny, but the combat of that.
Yeah,
in Paper
Wildlands.
Mario.
I should
yeah,
have like
Ghost
Paper
Recon was
Mario.
sweet.
Yeah, I think so too. I think those are two things that we should talk about next week.
Yeah,
All right,
definitely.
All right.
depending
good.
on what day we do, so we're switching the day entirely.
Thursdays don't work for Justin and Andrea. So
Yeah, for the time being.
so we'll figure something out. But we'll figure it out in the group chat on Facebook.
Yeah.
All right, boys. So I'm gonna wrap up then.
Bye. Say
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that's adorable.
All
All right, guys. Well,
Bye, Bella.
we here at Our Life at Pixels,
Bye,
we want to
Twitch.
thank you guys so much for watching. We want to really thank you guys
Have
for
more
the
red
support.
babies.
We want to have more red babies, and we will see you guys next time. I will be back in a few hours for my stream, at probably around like 1:30 a.m. So that'll be 1:30 a.m. CST. I don't know where you guys are in the world, but for me it'll be 1:30 a.m. So yeah. Oh, it's all good, Joda. It's all good, dude. Bow chicka wow wow. All right, guys. Go mute the Skype. Bye. Bye, guys. I will see y'all later. Would have caught the start. Joda, we have a Facebook page and a Twitter account. So if you follow us on Twitter, it's just Our Life in Pixels. I'll post when we figure out what day it's gonna be and what time it's gonna be from here on out. It has been for the first 5 episodes Thursdays at 10 CST, but it's gonna change. So yeah. See you guys. Bye.